Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Thursday night's card making video. Tonight we're going to be showing card number 3 of 3 that we did last Saturday at the live volume event. We will be using, let me show you the dies first, our new hydrangea die. I love this die. Our A2 and our slimline driftwood background plates. Our glass bug jar, and our thinking of you word and shadow. Okay, let's get started. And as I've said on the other 2 videos this week, I already did a video showing you how to ink all of these pieces. So if you want to see how I ink them, watch that video first. But I inked the background with Simon Hurley Clear Skies ink. And then I went around the edges to make it a little darker. This paper, I cut it out of it's a wood grain brown that I have. And then I just took my Simon Hurley Gur ink and rubbed it across the top so that grain pops up. I did the same thing on the slimline card. Then I took my glass bug jar and I inked it with the Clear Skies ink. And my thank you word and shadow, the shadow I inked really lightly with the Clear Skies ink. And the thinking of you I inked darker with the Clear Skies ink. So you know what I used on all my pieces. My hydrangea dies, I cut the stems off of them and inked the stems in distressed peeled paint ink, Tim Holtz peeled paint. And then the top part of the hydrangea I inked with Simon Hurley Crown Me. No, whatever the pink color is. I know we had this discussion on Tuesday night's video, I believe, but I believe, let me look really quick, because that one I do have. Okay, Prom Queen. With the Prom Queen. Well, no, I used the Kitsch Flamingo first, really light in the background. Then I went around the edges with the Prom Queen. And I made 2 of the larger hydrangeas and 1 of the smaller ones for this card. For the slimline card, I'm going to use 3 this size and 2 this size. Alright, then once you have all of your pieces inked, this card's really simple to put together. You just slide your 2 hydrangea pieces, if I can get it under that little lip, and it popped back out again. Okay, there we go. Slide them all the way down, and then slide your smaller one right in the front of those 2. I'm going to pop one of these up a little further, leave that one down. And the thinking of you is going to go up there, so I want to lay all of my pieces out to make sure that I have enough room for those where they're at. And I like them where they're at. So I'm going to hold them and grab my glue, glue them down. Okay. Make sure you get those down. Then when you're done with that, you can just glue your whole bug jar. I like using this glass bug jar as a little vase because I like glass jars. Put that all the way down to the edge. Okay, now that's down. Now I'm going to get my word glued down, but I want to put some of these little, I'm sorry, this is the biggest size, so I guess it's not little, hydrangea petals behind the word to add a little bit of color towards the top. So let's see, do this one up here. Then I'm going to take some of my leaves from the hydrangeas and maybe put a bigger one up here. And the smaller one down here. I think that looks good. Okay. Let's lift my word up. Then pop these up and put a little bit of glue behind them. Glue those down. You may have an easier way to do it, but that's how I do it if I want my pieces to stay where I've already put them. I just lift them up a little and put a little glue behind them. And once you get a little glue behind them, if you feel like they need to be glued down some more, then you can add more glue. As long as they're stuck and dry, you can still lift them up and add. Let's get this word glued down. All right. Now we're going to take 3, let's see, what sizes do we have here? I want a smaller one at least. 3 of the leaves and glue them right underneath of that smaller hydrangea. Maybe put this one back behind that. And that one maybe right there. Then we're almost done. I took some of my little flower petals and I just glued a few on randomly. I'm not trying to cover the whole hydrangea. I'm just trying to add a few small accent pieces. Let's see. That about right? Maybe. Oh, we're going to add another one up here. I think it needs it right there. And I could keep going and going, but I'm not. Because all we want is just a few on each petal. 2 or 3. Let's go with one more for this smaller flower. There you go. And that smaller flowers moving around actually. That is not what I want. I want to put a small piece of a fairly thin pop dot behind that smaller hydrangea. Just like that. Pop it up a little bit. Okay, there is our A2 size card. Really simple to put together once you have all your pieces inked and built. And the pieces don't take that long. They're not that bad. Okay, let's move on to our slimline size. For the slimline size, I'm going to try something a little different, but I'll show you once I get to it. First, for this one, we're going to take 3 of these larger hydrangeas and put them in this jar. So I want one popped up further than the rest. And because you have so much space here, you don't have to push them down into the jar as far as you did on the A2 card. So put this little guy right in front. Okay, I like it. Oops, that one moved. That's okay. Put them back again. Kind of like that. Glass jar full of hydrangeas. Okay, got all my pieces glued, even that little one. And let's glue the whole vase down. And then this one I'm going to put up a little bit further. I'm not going to go all the way down to the bottom. Let's put our little small piece of pop dot on that one. There we go. Now for the top, I used another one of the small hydrangeas, and I'm going to tuck that up here. But I'm going to cut this down a tad. Center that. Put that right up there. We're going to take the larger petals and tuck it in there. Got a glue line on there. Alright, let's take a small hydrangea leaf and maybe tuck it on this side. See, yep, that looks good. Yes, these I am gluing a different way than what I did the A2. Just because I don't think I ever do anything the same way twice. I just go with whatever I feel like doing at that point in time. Okay, I think we need a little bit more pink in there. Let's see, I have one more of the large petals I could use up in there. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'm going to put another smaller one too. Like this size. You just want them looking like they're peeking out behind your words there. Okay. Now, unlike the A2, and I didn't do this in my original, so I just wanted to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to put some pop dots. Pop that word up. That should be sufficient. I hate getting these little backings off. Anybody else with me? That's why a lot of times when you see some of my videos, I'll already have my pop dots on and I'll have the backs pulled off and sitting aside waiting. Alright. There's the word. Now the top half of this is done. Now we have to go back and fill in with these leaves. Maybe one right there. And go with the smaller one again. Up there. And this is a small one. I don't want a small one. I'm going to swap them out. I want a little bit bigger. Put that one right there. Then my flower petals, I've already put some pop dots on the back of them because I wanted to see what it would look like if I just added random flower petals popped up. Give it some more dimension. I think that popped out wasn't quite in the center of that one, so it's making it lay funny. Let's move it over a little. That's better. I'm liking the dimension already. Probably could have popped those leaves up too. And again, you don't want too many, you just want enough to create a little bit of an accent. Or a, is that what you would call it? An accent, maybe. Or just a little more interest. Let's see, where should I put you? I think way down here. Now we have the little teeny tiny ones. And I think I'm only going to use 2 of these down here. And I think I'm going to put a couple of them up there. Ooh, I really like that. All right, there you go. There is your slimline and your A2 card number 3 from the June volume event. And I was just thinking of something, sorry, my mind. You could also put another layer if you wanted to add more. You could put another layer just glued down so that they actually have 3 layers of petals. I like it. All right, there you go. Thank you for watching Thursday night's video. We will see you back again next week, Tuesday, with the June calendar page. Have a great night.